Benvenuto! Welcome to Cherry Hill Home Cooking. My name is Mark. Today we're going to make sausage cream cheese bites. This is the second video in our kind of little hors d'oeuvre videos. These are quick, easy, and delicious. Okay, so what are we going to need? We need a pound of, again, I'm using the Jimmy Dean's breakfast sausage, okay? That's a pound, all nicely browned and fried. We need a 8-ounce package of cream cheese. We need 1.5 cups of shredded cheese. Again, this is a triple shredded. You can use any kind of cheese you want. Cheddar's, I think any kind of cheddar is the best with this. That's 3 different cheddars in one. We need some Worcestershire sauce, my favorite. And we need some little biscuits. Okay, now I'm gonna make these as little bites, okay? Now, if you want to do a larger biscuit, use the regular, or you want a bigger portion, use a regular muffin pan, and then get the big, the Grand's Butter Milk Biscuits, the big one, okay? These are the little ones, alrighty? That's I use to get this in the smaller containers. All right, so this is a wicked easy and, like I said, delicious recipe. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, we've got our softened cream cheese. We're gonna get that into our mixer. And again, if you wanna do this by hand, you certainly can. And our cheese, throw those all in there together. And we wanna get that mixed up. We're gonna plug in the machine and get those mixed together. Turn it up a little bit, get it around. I'll add in our 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to turn that off so it doesn't spray all over. Now, if you want, you can add some hot pepper flakes into this. You can add a little bit of hot pepper sauce, some additional spices. I really don't think it needs anything more. We'll put a little dash, a little pinch of salt in there. And some fresh ground pepper. Again, now would be a good time if you wanted to use some seasoning salt. You can put it in. Or some Tony's seasoning. Alright, and then we just gotta get our, what's my spoon? I waste another one. Get our sausage in there. So the sausage is browned. Let's get that all in there. And give that a little spin around, get it nicely incorporated. For this, I'm going to use my small scoop. Right back, I'm going to get a spatula. My oven is preheated to 375 degrees. Yum, yum, delicious. That's really all there is to it, guys. You can use, again, any kind of sausage you want. Of course, this isn't going to cook that long, so you want that sausage. You're going to cook that sausage. Because if we cooked it long enough to bake the biscuits would burn. I'm just giving that a little toss around. All right, I will be back in a second and we'll start to get the biscuits going. See you in a bit. Okay guys, so we got our little mini muffin pan. I'm gonna just give it a quick spray with some pan. This is a non-stick pan, but a little bit of ham won't hurt. All right, so now, if you're using the grand style biscuits or the ones that have lots of layers, you can usually just, take one of those, cut it in half, all right? These ones are the buttermilk ones, but so you get it. We're just gonna stuff it in our little muffin tin, make a nice little middle part. At first I thought I'll break this in half, but I don't think, or cut it in half. I did that, but that's not going to quite fill it up enough. So I'm going to just put them in there, get it spread out. All right, guys, and then we're going to take our sausage mixture, got our scoop, and scoop it in the middle. All right, guys, I'm going to do that to all of them. We should get at least 20, if not a little bit more out of this batch. I'll get this all filled up. Like I said, our oven is at 375, and we'll be back when we're ready to put them in the oven. Okay, guys, we got them all filled. I could easily get at least another 5 or 10 out of the rest of my mixture, and I overfilled these quite a bit. So, again, our oven is set at 375, middle rack. And those are going to take about 15 minutes. Okay, Google, set a timer for 15 minutes.
All right, 15 minutes. Starting now.
You want your pastry to kind of puff up. It'll start to puff up around the sides. You'll see it a little bit, and you want it nice and golden brown. All right, see you when they're golden brown and delicious. Okay, guys, they smell delicious. They look delicious, but I overfilled them. But they're still going to be delicious. There we go. You can see our crust is, what we can see of our crust is golden brown. All right, so, like I said, oops, there goes the smoke detector. I'll go turn it off. Okay, so, as I started to say, normally when I make these, I've done them in the bigger muffin tins, and I don't know, it's been a little while. I had a senior moment, and I was thinking I needed to stuff them that big, but they're going to be delicious. So we could have gotten easily another 10 and made 40 of these. But anyway, you get the gist. They're going to taste better than they look right now. So we'll let them cool down a little bit, and we'll plate them up. See you in a little bit. Well, this is actually take 2 of our tasting. Because we ate everything and then we realized something was wrong. No, we only said take a few bites, but we'll start from the beginning. So, again, we're back after cooking. The best part of cooking is eating. As I said before, we're doing this a little bit differently. We've done 3 videos today, 3 hors d'oeuvre videos today, and we're gonna taste them all at the same time. You're gonna have to wait for the next video to come out. What did you call it? 3?
Yep.
3 videos?
3 videos, 1 tasting. Yep.
All right. So, since we rehearsed it so well, and the first time we did it, it was perfect, we'll kind of do the same. Let's start with our sausage balls. Sausage meatballs. All right. Cocktail balls.
Yep.
Whatever you want to call them. As I said the first time around, the nice thing about all 3 of these hors d'oeuvres is you can serve them hot out of the oven, room temperature. They're delicious either way. Of course, there's meat in here, so keep the rule of anything that can spoil within 2 hours. It should either go back up above heating temperature, or to the cold temperature, which I can't think of what it's off my head. But anyway, so I take a bite.
Wow.
Those are delicious. I mean, we just ate one, and it's not like we've never had them, but those are just delicious.
Yeah, good.
Now, which I didn't say on the other one, what's interesting is that little bit of coconut flour just gives it that, I can't describe. It almost tastes like, because normally you would make this with Bisquick in a recipe. A lot of recipes call for the same thing with Bisquick, and it tastes almost the exact same. But with these, it cuts out the carbs a little bit. And this is our hot jelly, or our pickle jelly.
Pepper jelly?
Pepper jelly, thank you. Which
Which,
I've always liked, and Wade has discovered he thinks he likes a lot.
I mean, yeah, I don't, even though it says pepper in it, it doesn't seem that hot to me.
No, it's just got a little bit of a kick in the back.
And it enhances the flavor of the meatballs.
Yeah.
Wow.
To me, it's kind of like, because a lot of times when you have, because I use pork meatballs or pork sausages, a lot of times we have applesauce or cranberry sauce with pork.
That's pretty good. We can double
nice.
dip because it's only Mark and I here.
Yeah. It's just the two of us eating this time. All these recipes made so much, we're going to have to send some to work tomorrow. All right, and then the second one we made today was our, I should have gotten up since we had to retape this. I can't remember the name of these, but anyway, you'll look at these delicious little mini hors d'oeuvres, little buttermilk biscuits with a delicious sausage stuffing. These are fantastic. I wasn't going to eat both of them, but now I have to. So.
They're good.
And look at how nice. They're soft and fluffy. It's cooked all the way through. Now, this also goes delicious, I think, with the
Oh yeah, probably.
jelly. Yum. You can use these as a breakfast sausage or a breakfast dish if you want. I always use them as hors d'oeuvres. And they're delicious.
That is good. Just delicious.
As I said earlier, I've been eating low carb, so I don't eat that much white bread. And those muffins are delicious. That's the only time I miss it is when I start eating it. Those are good. All right, now
Our third
the third one.
hors d'oeuvre.
My mother used to call them cheese puffs. I don't know why.
Cheese what?
Cheese puffs.
Oh,
And they're really not, I guess, but cheese dreams, I think the recipe is called. Those have always been one of my favorite. Now, the meatballs, these are low carb, keto, but of course the other two are not. So, these remind me of Krabbies,
Oh, yeah.
but without the crab, and I don't like crabs, so this is decadent with the butter.
That is so good. Wow. That is simple.
That is. Now, the bread will get your carb out of whack, and the butter will give you a heart attack, but it's worth it. And again, it's delicious, I think.
Oh, yeah.
With the jelly. All right, wow.
That is so good. All of them are good.
That's all I got to say. Well, I hope you watch all three of our videos. I hope you like them. But more so, I hope you make them because they really are delicious. And this time of year, you're going to be going to cookouts and barbecues and so on and so forth. And these are good at any celebration throughout the year.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for watching our videos. Please remember to like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.
So,
Bye.
yum.
These are all excellent.